a year Ministry of Health 2026 budgetary allocation Ministry of Finance the ma ya pomudin asuye hono sika Ministry of Finance chatto for the whole of 2026 22.8 billion cedis 22.8 billion cedis and a gold board on kwafi bako wami aboka 22 billion cedis
na se
enti
budget one yedema Ministry of Health
no
it's equivalent to gold board losses
gold board losses are making it 1 year no it is ska abanye chatu hama the whole Ministry of Health for afi
bit media finance for bit media
agenda 111 ni adina so enti esike mu edro se wo hwe IMF e call ya sika omu chatu ho de man na 3 billion US dollars udi way to ho a e kire se uchemu mienu a e ka gold board nko ama ya bo no 1 year no e chen enofa because so chen no mu mienu a e ye saying 1.5 billion US dollars we 1 year per waboka 1.7 billion US dollars into the to two we no mina ho a no hu emudro na eno no eni ye busa se so aboka kakraka we a enya ade a ye ka se enya ade a SMA no kokwa ne ma ne kokwa unim we 2025 afi na no sha se na se kra na o dori wo mu no eni afi ne ka ebekọ akodru sen se ma ne toa so a afi ebekom 2027 no unim eka odi beba enkodu ba bi no na afi ye revenue enya for the whole year no afi the gold board omoka wipe ni na enti say ye fa ho adwene sabre si amfa ho adwene sabre a ba bi ade ebekọ akodru no ebe hye o men ase
ona bo bebi se ka wabo a die na ye aka ne boye wokoton gold ana ya nto ana gold ne seye eba ne san ka no ne mfiri hifa
matiminia ensem ni bia eye gold board omaka edikan de suwo mpa o se eka na ye ka se eye gold board ka no enye ne ka o se enye gold board for na Bank of Ghana na obebusa ho se Bank of Ghana omono gold na ye tutono ye se gold board tutono omono omo bemu sen die ntine ma Bank of Ghana ebem Bank of Ghana no di omo hia ne se omo beto gold ede ama ye reserves akosro so enti Bank of Ghana die hia omo ani se omo pese omo build ye reserves no edu baby na reserves no nyese o build ya na bibia beba bia si ye build reserve ani anka usika wo nyina aso mine no udi ni nyina beto gold no aka say me convert ya koje forest na ma build reserves ani our revenue now the build reserve and yes I need to show mine enti Bank of Ghana e wo ma amo share reserves no se bia ehia so mo to kakra gold ne kakra no mo de enya FX e de koka ho a na o ma ye du ba bi a o be hwe say reserves no na ho odin ye okay a ehia so mo betobi enti eti say the wo check broni friend say we inventory e o mu anu akohwe
okay
ehia say utobi kan ho ana no akoto say na wo hia mi hia say bia mi hia 10 kilos
okay
no akoto de abeka ho edu ba bi a bosumi we de mi hia bi mi ntobi e o mu a mi hia bi no akoto enti gold Bank of Ghana omo dia no enti ni dia ne say obeko gold board omo dwumadia ne say omo ye gold traders enti omo na ekokoto to gold no
free
artisanal
and galamsey for no
ASM for no enti omo to talk gold na Bank of Ghana on the ope kakra no dia ton wenya ne FX
foreign exchange
no ni way ne reserves enti Bank of Ghana no busa ho say de hia ne so obeko akoto gold kakra bra hia no ne amount a wo hia eye den ena otimi koto gold eboka kesiese meba sa ka ni mu eniema ehihiem
okay
so na de pese me chairman Ghana 40 ase ne say Bank of Ghana ni dia ne say gold board ma ba me to gold 10 kilos say na mo ton no gold board say ye ton ni say and they say transparent
and we are fine
say muda ho
okay
and you say we talk gold 10 kilos okay say ni ton gold 10 kilos and yes say kokwa mu asem pete mo bia hu o to 10 kilos enie fa osika bra wagiko
okay
we nkwan ni ade as Bank of Ghana omo ye dia ka nyina ho nsensem ne ho ka ni we nyina no adenti da minia na mi wusa Ghana for se ukuta osika se ukoto gold enei minia wanka sa me note hey ubetima akose ukope gold ato untimi nkope gold nto ukuta osika ubetima ato gold so bi pese oto gold minim se mra wo ho anye se ofiti ya na okwa akototo ko se ya ye mra de ba me ye analogy bi na de a kire me de toto ho kwa se odi ama ye mfa gold kra na obi anka se uti amra no ene se oka se wo kwa akoto ensu a mama mi bi oka se okwa akoto a okwa abusa se ne bo ye sen ni aka ne bo a kire na wato na odiko ekwan a di oto nsu no fa ho ekofa nsuo no osone so odigu bottle mu oye ne de ende eno nya wasem
odi ane se wakọ
sika akwakoto osinsuo no bottle ye 5 cedis 5 cedis ni mato
mami nsuo no
okay eye den na me to nsuo no na afei nsuo no ye se ho ka bi hyehyehye ha se me yese ho ahwan na nsuo na ba be bọ me ka kese
na me ame kwato nsuo no
yes me ame ba be to nsuo no
okay
ensuo no de hia ne se o se ne boy 5 cedis metua o kama fako den ensuo na me ba beto no afa wo operational cost bi ene wo cost wo hidden cost ene ma bi a wo wa manage ne ye no no asan sesa de abreme
na baba ye me ya bekoto eyi no ka
mato nsuo asan jo ka be kame de ho
wow
den na Bank of Ghana omutis koto gold na afa related cost eyesenke wo gold board mu no yesisa suadi gu Bank of Ghana for so now ka say $1.7 billion Bank of Ghana for ka then na yomuka na metrechim how you drew ho
now honorable does it mean say Bank of Ghana krampo no granted say bia e ka no womuka does it mean say they are not accountable to us antia ye push sa ka ne dia koma wo mo na mo gold board is separating no from e ka no
eno ni asem no na no matrechim no say gold board any Bank of Ghana ni dia ne so be ko gold board say me here gold amount say me to ne boy saying ya ka ne bo amount ma to de ko for the purposes me de kwa koye no ma to the following week me here bi tibi ma me to bi me here e na me to so na we dia ma ba be to nsuo wo ho me to wie no afa dia wo ka wo operations mu nyina no aso abegumes na me nso magye enti mi a mi to nsuo no me se me de my profit mi a ba beto nsuo me de my profit o na emom wo a ba beto ya nka wo to nsuo akokwa no wo de ma sesa me kanya na de abrɛ
sajikutia
enti ye wo ka na wo de breme sana gold board any Bank of Ghana omo relationship na omo ka se Bank of Ghana 1.7 enye gold board for ka gold board for ka related cost wo gold board operation and o ma fa kwan bi so ahyehyɛ edi ama Bank of Ghana for enti na IMF for ba say no Bank of Ghana montwe mo ho free gold board for ho IMF waka o say montwe mo ho free gold board for ho no mo nya mo dwuma
okay
mo nso mo ngo mo ba bi
say be ya ka bia no won fa nkwanko som wo mo
minia na me ka say say ma come market say me kwa akotɔ bottle of water na me kwa ne bo ho enti no answer makoto say next day me hia nsu a me nkoto enti Bank of Ghana ni dia ne say obekɔ amount of gold o hia no akwa akoto na me ba beto gold na afa dia wo ka wo di ni na wasesa bremi wo no yo gold we no trading company no wo dia also me declare profit na mom institutional no ba beto gold o ho keke no onu mom na wasesa loss no wo no what be that so enti yenhwem ekwan ma anase ama sa $1.7 billion no aba
component ne wo mu no
okay
so
gold board omokotuto gold efi omo e from say artisanal small scale miners ASM for no omokotuto fi omo ho
we kura be kom kura galamsey fo ya
ye fan
no ya wo ma ye no wo ma brand na ye na
ni ade ye be kan bia so na omokotuto gold na edikan pointer you see hwehwemu a parliament ye busasi ye pese hwehwemu mebo boso ne atiase at first pointer esi hwehwemu no eye empo omo a omo tu agudie yi ofom yi omo ankasa omo tu agudie ofom yi omo frɛ bibi say traceability esi ehu gold no ne source baby akoko tu no ene de ekoso ho nyina
okay
eno no ye busa ehu say ya tro de enso ye di so ehesi ehu say ye adwuma
okay
afei companies are ye from us aggregators say gold no companies be bring the tutu into almost sign contracts with certain companies are omo no kika bom ye from us aggregators
yeah
omo no esi etia aggregators no contracts ben ya signing with them ni ade esi etia se ho no enya se ye finance say o aggregators bi yo ho esi etia se ye afei oba pointer gold no omotoma eye aggregators iboma ba gold board so ba beto finally na esi ebusa ye ho say at that point no gold no send omoto no esi ye check it all the transactions ehun say okay at the pointer na set time na moto gold no motor ne sen usi a tight it say see yes a ton price bi said the be ya smuggling and money ade and same ni bi yo ho a ye kan de kata normal bi so minka so bia ye nso and same ni bi yo ho a ye kan de kata normal so
okay
so ya nton abodin a ebe ma smuggling aba no market kan is
on be dwane akobe fufuro
see ahwehwem ni ehun say the transactions na the time na no to gold no price o mo de toy no at that point in time na world market price of gold na you saying na ehun they compare to gold x amount world gold price market no na edasen na ehun so ma whatever wo the big can hold on at a premium say ehun is it consistent with what you have been doing? Is it consistent with what has been approved for the institution and who approved those premiums? Say who? Because a higher 1 pointer and semi-bit makoso price or motor gold, versus what was prevailing at that time,
okay,
and the approvers thereof. Say who wenina. Afe oba wenima. Gold board charge fees bi yo ho ba could be a friend service charge and I say ad valorem charge na no o trese wo kika gold na bom ni ade ni nyuma o ye ni na no o charge bibi e wo ho no o si o charge 0.5% of the gold amount I want on 0.5% or charge no akwaji every Bank of Ghana ho say mumientie ni ye eye e kana yes a work gold board or no edikoma Bank of Ghana akotu agu omo so obi ono obeto gold o hokeke obeto gold atuaka ede na osisa e kakoma no sa charge no a charge no akoji every Bank of Ghana ho afei another charge oji o see assaying fees no say gold no to talk mo na ne na so mo sone so kakra no or say no so no 0.258 or see and also no the akoma Bank of Ghana pine
sakanwa
wasan koje
aseya fee no
wasan koje o Bank of Ghana ho ti o G service fees or Bank of Ghana ho or san koje assaying fees nso no akoje
wow
akwakoje o Bank of Ghana ho enti we no mpese etiefo tie ni ye say Bank of Ghana no the ohiane say obeba betogo mi di kan chirechirem okuta ni sika na oba betogo
do free ho
obetogo the free ho na mi betogo the free ho a afi de o san charge me fees fees two na maken I saying fees ni service charge o charge me we media ni say me ba betogo the free ho enti we no na keka bo ma afe ye hu ba bia sa 1.7 billion ni free obi be general say gold board ye declare profit sa loss no Bank of Ghana for loss wo a wo ye wo trading no wo di udwa o nemom eka e wo ho no o se makwa charge Bank of Ghana wako charge Bank of Ghana no ba beto gold keke ne wo afe Bank of Ghana gold na omoto free ye we no omo ebi yo ha omo ton ma omo nso omo free ama no ne ade omba beto e free omo off takers so omo nso no dia uni so omo ma ebi omo ma discounts kakra e wo gold na off takers ne ba pe fane so you see so be ma off taking no oba ma omo discount no enye se bia discount ne keke no and a problem. All these fees are makano. Any discounts no. A ye say a ye transparent. The mudaho. Now you say fees are all charging no. Have they been standardized? Have they been benchmarked? And I say fees be all charging keke. A fee a ye legitimacy in authorizing these. Who authorized them? What were the processes? What sort of contracts have you signed with Bank of Ghana, and under what sort of what is the objective of all this?
Ni nana nkrata e wo se di ho adanse.
Ese won nkrata di ho adanse. We num ne niema parliament ye busa. Because a car abeda ho no, e car eso. Enti ese ehu ho nkrata nyina, ehu se no krebi o man answer no krenim say yehu so enti sa fees we a year are saying fees a service charge a year off the case discount we need to understand we need to have the details
honorable obibisa say sa enomo ye a mo hwe minority say wo mo bramra sebe fie mu say traceability ne aggregators ne ho nsensem no mususu say bibi wo ho no mu a Ghana fo ni mu anan ntina mo hwe say baby a gold ni free bapote no won be kirekire mu baby a gold no ye ho adwuma ni ntia ho nkan ketenkete ni ade ba no won ni ko dom Bank of Ghana no musu se bibi wo ho no Ghana fo ni mu na
minia de tie ni se e kano emu edudodo 1.7 billion US dollars 22 billion cedis enye kaketo ese didi agro enti eyesi ahwehwem yenka se yenya nhwehwe mu no obi ediska na so obi na mom yesi yenhwehwe mu fi se emu edudodo entasumu ti yesi ahwehwe mu so ho na ensem ni bebria eya na akoye nyia no a eba no akoye se ntemara so no obi ayia no no aka si se de mo busa na kra no ase mo po bi na se chi se ma ha no keke
ehwo na nkame ba se eyi no ade ba ye during one accountability series no na wo ye no enye enough se wayi mo ano de na mo hwehwe ni nina no okon bullet by bullet se mo bi sa sei na wayi ano eno no se nka so ho no mo a ade na mo san twe na ba mra hye fiem biem
minia enso ho a se de maka no fees or charge no se ye check transaction by transaction ni ehun se ampa we no or charge or the atoto eye ewiase kwan ye fa so eye sa no mane ho they've been benchmarked properly approved legitimized so esi ehun we nyina na afei gold board nan kasa no akoye se the way as they say ni design etie no ekabi ebeba bia no ye design ni say ekano de enko Bank of Ghana ho enti akoye se gold board an kasa ni de obia mfaka ho eka anke beba gold board no obia mfa ho biem
design ni free brasib de fie mu committee na tena se na o mu design ni as part of gold board act no na
you see act there untimi eyemra enye eniema ni nyina na betima spelling no in black and white nti always no eya na we kakra wom nti ne the managers omo ye experience omo ye technically good ekoshe ho not in experience near the abem. But the design no is such a way say a kebebiano. I see you anticipate yet Nina Kugu Bank of Ghana for so.
Okay.
Enti a gold board ka and ye design the Akoma Bank of Ghana for. Tina Midi can't change him. Say Bank of Ghana, the Ohian is obeying Sika, Nankobabe to gold. And so where they design it differently. Maybe to gold though, na me san be faka. Eden na me be to gold. Na gold na me be to me san me tokeke. Na wo swaka $1.7 billion dollars at the Bremen. You see, a design in such a way say kabia gold board kobe bono. Enfan koma Bank of Ghana. See that gold board look clean. Share se wo manage commodities. Adie baako a ebetimi adi unya ehun pa. Eya adie friends say market risks.
Okay.
Because look, gold no is exposed to the market. And net gold price aya 1 cedi. Ochna ebetima akọ 2 cedis.
Yeah.
The next day ebetima akọ 50 pesos.
Idia Daniel sasa.
Yes. And the gold price a movie.
Okay.
And we are seeing now omo dealing in commodities and gold specifically no. Ya wo kwan bebre faso e dey manage our risk no.
Okay.
But sabre ya ka say gold board. Di omo ya ni say okoto gold no efi small scale for ne ho.
Yeah.
Na ewo ho obo mpa say price ne be kosro.
The national market no.
Yes. Akoto gold no obo mpa say be kosro. The price be kosro. And so enya dey always na price ne kosro.
Okay.
Enti na omo make say traders omo trading in gold, countries omo trading in gold, any other banks omo dealing in gold no. Before cross over akoto gold no. Wahyehyɛ wa risk mitigation measures bi o hwa. A trace say price ne kɔ from krana obey okay.
So no moka.
Omoka.
Okay.
We enya de foforo awo ho for a long time. So was saying him die no na say adwuma na wo ye no tiase a ube taking all these measures. Now they are protecting institution no. Enti okoto gold ni say enye kakra no na ne en ohwe na nsem ho bi a price need to make from kakra that sort of thing. Protection measures bi ani ho.
Na ho da.
E da ho nti yeah abon say price ne come from a. Fi say obi enfa ho.
Okay.
Fi say e come from a e ka wa bo no. O de be kwa akoma Bank of Ghana. O say anti na make say design in such a way say e ka bia no ye de koma Bank of Ghana.
Ona bo akonya bi wo ho say Bank of Ghana fo nso yebetumi ato nsa frɛ wo mo na won ba yi nsemfo bia no ane sanse se ka bia no e ba mo de koma Bank of Ghana fo no then it means say Bank of Ghana nso no they have questions to answer. Akonya wo ho say motum ato nsa de frɛ wo mo na
minia me gidi say ye bedru ho sabre ya ye tu ensa frɛ gold board for no say gold board omone Bank of Ghana ena edi nkuta ho enti semra ye busebusa nsem manyi ya no ba no say ehun be hia say be frɛ Bank of Ghana number ba be cheche bibi ma I mean parliament here was to me no e be from so enti pese tie 40 ase say apart from say fees you know because say gold board I say bibia ye card on be so akoma Bank of Ghana no yes say risk management me nyema so mo hwe say the make no say sanya nke wiase nko omo dealing in gold na come boka finance houses are to talk gold commodities no any ankomu nyina be boka we say nka okoto gold gu ho ne gu ho wo bom pa is any price ne be cost through e ko form be boka
yeah
because okoto on x amount na say the next day or two say call x minus 1 krana wa boka
yeah
because gold no to billions of cedis enya ketwa
yeah
it's a bia no kra wo boka kilo bia boka 1 cedi kra is a lot
yeah e kapa
so enti no anso akoto gold no bompa is a price ne nkofom e kofom a waboka kese sa aka ne beko hin e say stay with gold board or the beko akoma Bank of Ghana no akoto atwene omonso no omonso asom afi omo say December ko ne krom kan ne kese say eno na oye press conference
and then answer
December ko kan o si o and we omo ta kan o si o Bank of Ghana because gold board
ana endra won
Sarah Andra.
See
See gold board. wohwɛ the yeah cedi ne dollar no exchange rate
yeah
the talk gold small scale miners ne ho na exchange rate no it said there were forest bureau nti ho rate no was true name so omokwakotɔ ama Bank of Ghana na Bank of Ghana for normal use or mono rate
no
nti oya ase ma value no eba form na ma boka
wow
na busa ho say nti a free a free manage FX risk about basi sabri 2% or say we any being see that na you have to use the existing measures to manage this risks. FX risk can be managed.
Say overton gold aboka na dwumadia wudie no say obenya foreign exchange ho enkontabuo ne ade ni nyina no yebetimi akorakora ne kakra
FX risks ubetimi manage banks
effect wo
banks are manage FX risks are manage proper treasury systems to manage FX risks. Commodity houses manage FX risks for decades. You see, so the institution is not being risk managed. The institution has been exposed to the markets. So FX risks not managed. Because FX risks, when it's not managed, you have FX losses. And because there's a dumping ground for the losses, who cares? Who cares? And say, oh, look, FX losses, it happens because of this. Really? So it happens because of that. We know why it happens, and it has happened, and so what? It will continue to happen. Really? I mean, if you were managing your own institution, would you manage it this way? That FX risks, it's like it's bound to happen. It has to happen, and it's costing us millions. It's okay. The market risk. I buy gold at a certain price. If it falls, it's okay. I'm buying for Bank of Ghana, so the loss goes there.
Honorable Oshe, when we for Sami Jamfi, the Jumedia would deal gold board noir. A swany dear.
Minia, men person me can't me ball no need dim podia cancer. The gold board, dear making the jury said tier for or Matias here. Say back commodity trading, say ye trading gold. And ya buying our Ghana and Kwa and a Ati company be a friend gold. I feel no ye be oviase. Ghana ha banks. Yenom ya jimo banks. Banks. Omo manage way on a daily basis, managing commodity risks, managing FX risks. On a daily basis, they manage these risks. Around the world, commodity traders in gold, they manage these risks on a daily basis. Commodity risk management and FX risk management. Omo manage way every day. And the other thing out there, manage. Say unim krana, any afa omo nim, no mo manage these risks because market risks is your biggest single risks for such trading. Market risks. Look, imagine say wakoto gold.
Yeah.
And it may take you 2 weeks or 3 weeks and so on what ton. That gold could lose market value by 20%.
Yeah.
It can lose value by 30%. And imagine you've bought billions of cedis worth of gold. Look at the amount of money that you lose. And it can lose. If you check the trend, you see that it can happen. So if you stress these and project them and see that possibly, because my brother, the good commodity houses, if they sit today, they'll be able to give you projections to next year. As to the trend, obetimi a show say Sabre yewo August.
Okay.
Yenkonko do October no. If you look at the trend, gold prices ebi ebe kofoma could you say.
Okay.
Yenko do December ebe san kofoma could you say. Yenko do January no ebe kosro kakra could you say. Obema trend no.
Okay. Now so obetimi predicted ebe
see because there are models to do this.
Na sanshi say we gold board dwumedi omu di ne ebi ni hono mo na.
That is why I'm saying sir. You see when you pamper a child so much, that child doesn't learn, doesn't do anything. Because gold board, I don't think say omo be dwini we no ho, omo be bre omo ho adwini we no mo say FX rates na there be omo be kind of simple say oh ye turn say Bank of Ghana for onso my omo rate enti ye no ye boka no. It's like this is how it's done, so it's okay. It's managed. You can manage FX rigs and you can manage gold rigs, commodity rigs. It's done. So don't sit there and tell us that, oh, this is how the large portion of the loss is because of the... And I hear that, when I hear that, the hairs on me, they rise. I sit down and I listen to this and I get shocked. Because these are manageable. You can check around. If you went to just Ghana here, go to some of the banks, go to their treasuries and talk to them. They will laugh because these are things they do every day. They manage these risks every day. So if you know the trend, then you plan how to manage the falls. So, it's like there's been a design such a way that, look, laws will be making there's a dumping ground. Why would you even stress?
I say, when you say, can a bank one dear? Oh, be at the channel, baby, you are BOG.
And here no normal pile $1.7 billion. And then gold board to me now say, look, me ma make surpluses. They say why a profit. Think about it all. It is oh no, so why a profit. Ewa bra gold related, the same commodity you are dealing in. Your related losses are piling up to $1.7 billion. How do you share dumping ground? Bank of Ghana.
Bank of Ghana. Honorable when he said, you made your wood, you know, I'm on your sumna, one more yen will hold more now. Are they playing politics with no more cost so gold board hold more instead of say, you better wear any, and may who say, and a gold board, the Gina be at here.
Media said, I'm a kind, no. Me pese me why in semne ni step by step.
Okay.
Emma Ghana for tiasie. I mean, him say Ghana for wouldn't be for money ago. The American you know mo tiasie. Enti o man ka say o mo buya dada. O mo buya dada.
Da be na minority mo tro sa motion dia koma parliament.
I know they call.
Okay.
Yeah they call until ye hope he say speaker background we see be call from next week. Next week be we are hoping so background TV. Then we will debate it, and we believe this ad hoc committee in best setting it up and they are investigating. So, if we say, she said, "I can see my way koswa, say a tokoswa, meaning 1 year penny $1.7 billion.
Yeah,
enti jene hon say afimu di ebedu saying 2027 ebedu saying." Now, we are even struggle yentimi nya ye revenue target. Yentimi hit entina ma enema bebre pese ye no yentimi because yentimi ni discount. Na say one campaign pe etimi ma ebo kaseya. Meaning Bank of Ghana as a result of these losses na Eco Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana sabre omo sikasem Eco form
Bank of Ghana ho.
Of course, you see, omo balance sheet, omo liabilities, more than omo assets.
Yeah.
And technically, they are insolvent.
Wow.
Yes, Bank of Ghana.
And them gold board, technically,
they are insolvent.
Takano, one more fuck when Benson and Umutia, and now when he held free home.
Yeah. I know they say, oh, the car now balance sheet say, I yet this week. Now liabilities na does which was said no insolvent. This is any over time. Nkakra ebia utimi ye profit kakra now they are betting so kakra obeba mi nim that crop Bank of Ghana because Bank of Ghana no profit enyo mujumedie. Enti say the this ebia Ministry of Finance and omo be ko beli omo. Ba omo ko beli omo a so hu say oman ye ni ayesika. Inti skakrona and Kyere hospital, skakrona and Kyere schools, skakrona and Kyere roads near the no. And no number febi edi akakoma omo. So enti no ma yesi kakra na ena afi yesan dia kwa komo. Enti gold board hun sensem ni minya. Eyade a emu ewrem. Emu ewrem say no we Sami Jenfi Babek press conference or say enche na analysis is also from this month gold board omo beti omo ho free Bank of Ghana say Bank of Ghana sika no mo because omo koji biem ni ade yehwe
okay
ni ahwe say no krem ni omo be win omo ho free Bank of Ghana completely because IMF say omo nti omo ho kra ye be hwe say bia ye kan kwa anase omo ti omo ho completely every Bank of Ghana one
na omo ti ma possible there
the thing is you see Bank of Ghana na omo sika see Bank of Ghana that structure we dey hu
some finance gold board no
yes na me can say wa okuta sika say we ko to gold o me better gold yes any age self finance me ma miska me better gold o yes any a ka we yes obetua fees me better gold o say tua fees we me better gold o he say gold back one Bank of Ghana e kwa akoto e dey aba build the reserves no ye dey bibia so ano
wow
so enti Bank of Ghana NS omo ko hwehwe sika e dey ma gold board no mde to gold ewa bra in simple terms gold board who gold okay o to talk gold say who gold gold one where one mineral obi ape
yeah
so enti who gold who asset bia finance houses no money je ho
okay
obi ape gold because that how en say enye bibia so enti sa gold inventory now one okay say the pesca one of the easiest to do
ya mo hweso na ya boa wo
yeah
okay
finance houses omo beji wa too
okay
fi say who gold inventory no ho enti odi no na eba beji bosia enti me your gold ho on the back of it and omo ma sika enti ye free BBT say revolving trade loan obetima koje revolving trade loan sa revolving no eno no who use no na de wa use na otua back na assign wo ho ma
okay
ti akwese nsada
okay
nti de hia ni say wo gold inventory kakra wa assign ama finance houses no ombe ma say ska no
okay
now di to talk gold nti di nti na say o ma Bank of Ghana for ene kohwehwe ska e de bro na de akwakoto gold na wasan de abro mo asan ba be charge omo fees na say obi bia no o so agu Bank of Ghana for
yes one kasa kwa na ase sebio panyi otifia wontimi hwe no no okwaje bosia e de be hwe ne yere
say eye structure bia on tiasie so Bank of Ghana ono e ma uska sefa to gold na onu kro ya o san the fees ne charges say san kwa kosoa no onu kro ya o say discounts one of tickets or this is like gold board they were cleaning it home
so this one now the kwakoma Bank of Ghana
yes meanwhile the margins a money profit a money surpluses and no the obi entache
honorable ye free gold board na fe ye hwe galamsey enkomo kakram ni se manso kwanta de ye ka galamsey a nansia na nkrane ade firi ho bamsa amanfo ahya se etu ni sane ade enai galamsey no kona kwakwa den oh my Ghana hanom asofo mpanyifo no bi se yemfa mpaebo enta akire se bia galamsey no ye betimi afa hom kwan so etimetu ase wo hwe ko no aya den oh my Ghana hanom a de na entimi magalamsey ni entimi ntu ase ze the political war ana yentimi amanyofo no mpanyifo entimi nsipin sita entu ase anase ade no emu odenti we ba no abedu kakra na we nso agama we kakra ne ade de na ye problem nankasa
minia galamsey hon sem de wa wonim say eye ade a emu eduye aban o woswe se utie enne no eye abefo niema e wo wi ase ninti no de obeka bia na wo ho 107.3 oka de okọ shehin fa kakra na bo si a record yo
yeah
and this okọ tie tapes enche bia ɛyɛ ɔmampani osisue ɛne na pamfoɔ ne ade nsɛm bi a ɔmo kekaeɛ ɛyɛ mmerɛ a na ɔmo wɔ opposition na ɛyɛ ana ɛyɛ ɔnwanwa sɛ saa bere ebi a ɛnɔɔma bi ɛkɔ so bisɛ sɛdeɛ ɔmo kan no na sɛ ti sɛ ɛne a ɔbaeɛ ɛne a biribiara bɛyɛ okay so ɛnso wohwɛ mu a seesei no kasa no asesa ɛyɛ action no ɛno nso asesa ɛnyɛ deɛ yɛte ne mmerɛ bi no ɛnyɛ no ɛna ɛkɔ so na me deɛ sɛ miankasa medwene sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ nipa bi ɛyi amanyɔsɛm ɛto nkyɛn na yɛhu kwan a yɛde bɛfa so yɛ adresse so ɛno ne adeɛ a aban a ɔwɔ so yi ɔyɛɛ no mmerɛ a na ɔwɔ opposition no ɔyɛɛ yɛ asiesie no aba bɛyɛ ade so ama no sɛ na ɔdwen sɛ bi a ɔyɛ obi na ɔdwen sɛ yɛ amanyɔsɛm kɛkɛ ɔkeka bi adi na ɔde anya tumi nti na meka sɛ nnɛ no deɛ ɔbɛka biara no ɛwɔ hɔ ɛnti sɛ first na bi a yɛntumi record nneɛma nto hɔ no ɛnɛ wɔ obi phone so ɛbɛtumi adi 5 years ɛwɔ obi phone so woyɛ ɔbɛbɔ akyerɛw so ɛnti megye di sɛ Ghanafoɔ ɛwɔ questions a ɛsɛ ɔmo busa ɛyɛ aban a ɔwɔ so yi sɛ wo promise heaven sɛ wo deɛ woba wobɛyɛ sei wobɔ aban a na ɔte so n'akyi yie ɛnso woba so yi yɛnhu deɛ ɛkɔ so yɛnhu deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛko a wosɛ woko no yɛnhu deɛ akɔduro
na imo sɛ yɛateɛ blue water gas ne nyinaa no ɛko no ɔnabɔ yɛntumi hunu impact yɛ
menua megye di sɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so Ghanafoɔ nyinaa ɔmo ahu deɛ ɛkɔ so ne deɛ aban yi kaeɛ mmerɛ a na ɔwɔ opposition no megye di sɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa ahu they can read meanings into it sɛ deɛ aban ne kaeɛ a na wasom gidigidi ɔne na pamfoɔ ka ne dendenden asif sɛ nanado aban ne deɛ na ɛkyi sɛ ɔmo nim deɛ ɔmo yɛ ɛfa ɛyɛ mining nsɛm ho small scale mining nsɛm ho ɔmo nim deɛ ɔmo yɛ atɔɔ ɔbaa yɛ yɛhu deɛ ɔno ankasa ɔyɛ yɛhu deɛ ɔde akɔduro enti ɛyɛ adeɛ a me deɛ mɛka ne sɛ aban a ɔwɔ so yi megye di sɛ saa bere ɛsɛ osi ne tiri ase paa because so ɔno ankasa play ne tapes na ɔtie deɛ ɔkaeɛ ɛne deɛ ɔbaa yi watumi ayɛ a megye di sɛ ne ti na ɛsɛ osi ne aseɛ na ɔhu sɛ deɛ ɔpromise Ghanafoɔ ne nsɛm bi a ɔkeka fa nanado aban ho ɛne ade no ɔbaeɛ no ebi a sɛnka yɛn nso asɛsɛ yɛwɔ dɔm kuma mu no sɛ yɛka sɛ yɛkɔ the same line te sɛ deɛ ɔno so mu no ne aka megye di sɛ ɛne asabere ne anka bi a yɛaka ma akɔduru so nti megye di sɛ ɛyɛ adesua kɛseɛ ɛma aban a ɔwɔ so yi megye di sɛ ɛyɛ adesua kɛseɛ sɛ nsɛm bi a ɔmo kekaeɛ ɛne promise bi ɛne adeɛ a ɔmo yiyɛ no time a na ɔmo wɔ opposition no saa bere yi sɛ ɔmo si ɔmo tiri ase na ɔmo hu sɛ ɔmo baeɛ no ɔmo ntumi ɛnyɛ deɛ ɔmo kekaeɛ no ɔmo ntumi nyɛ ɛsɛ saa bere yi ɔmo si ɔmo tiri ase na ɔmo hu sɛ nti sɛ deɛ ɔmo keka ne saa mmerɛ no na sɛ yɛka sɛ yɛn nso yɛ te sɛ deɛ ɔmo yɛɛ na ebi ani a na kyi sɛ baabi ɛbɛkɔ akɔduro no nyade a ɛyɛ papa eti no aban yɛ ɔka kɛseɛ nso ɔbaeɛ deɛ nso aka
ɔyɛ kuma fia honorable Kyere Akodua Fokuo MP for Manson Kwanta ɔna yɛnhwɛ menim deɛ 24-hour economy market no menim sɛ bia ba constituency a na aban so a sɛn na adwadifoɔ no wɔn so mu ɛfa no aban kyerɛ sɛ 24-hour economy no a wɔ promise yɛ no sisi adane edwasie sɛ yɛnsi dwa na Manson Kwantafoɔ sɛ de yɛgya wɔne bɔɔdeɛ ne adeɛ ne du anadwo sɛ yi a 2 am ahomakye no wɔn tɔn kako bi ne adeɛ menim market ne bia ba hɔ deɛ
yo binia medase menim sɛ baako ɔmo agye asase bi a ɔmo bɛsi baako wɔ hɔ
okay
ɛwɔ me hɔ ya Yeah, maji asase bi.
Na say be so. So for yen hwe. One market you musie no as against promise on the maye. Say wo mu bebiebie nnwuma. Say egusita no krampo kire say market no onimu hwe. Esan say enye under the 24-hour economy secretariat no. Under local government ministry. Yen hwe ginesi o mahya ase a woni sie yi. To say.
Minia. Deɛ tie ne sɛ ɔman ya yɛ wɔ mu yi wohwɛ mu a wobɛbusa ho sɛ yɛho hia paa ɛne deɛ ne hia yɛn as ɔman deɛ paa ne hia yɛn saa bere so anaasɛ deɛ ne ma yɛkɔ ahokyerɛ mu na busa ho sɛ ɔman yɛ ahokyerɛ a ebi a yɛwɔ mu anaasɛ yɛkɔ mu no deɛ de aba no ɛno ne sɛ bi a yɛnya mmerɛ bebree ɛmfa ndi dwa enti na ma ɔman yi kɔ ahohiahia mu enti sɛ yɛma yɛ mmerɛ bebree de di dwa a ahotɔ bɛba ɔman yi mu saa na ɛte anaa firi sɛ wo se woyɛ 24-hour economy program a kyerɛ sɛ ɔman yi yɛdwadie ne ade yɛbɛyɛ around the clock 24 hours ne ɛyɛ a na wɔkɔ akɔsisi markets our friend said 24-hour markets. This is a market no. Ye be di dwa wom around the clock na dwuna ni e di dwa wom. Wa ye bi o to say me constituency near there across the country. Na e kire say ye tonton niema na dwoa. Ebe ma oman etumpon. Daytime they see ye ton dada. They mom see ye ton bia na dwoa. Say they wo kan body ne ko bi ni ade. See ye ton body na dwo ne ye ton ko bi na dwoa. A treasure or may be tumpon. So, into the chance on say, or may be a yentmin tumpon could drew be a pessie druno. A yana joa yen tony menti.
Okay.
And now may be a yen tumpon could drew ho.
Okay.
So, now we no and one be brave. We say, or may say, Ushe yen puntuo. The abe drew ne the away anymore. But who say? Your productivity ewo form productivity say ye nyuma sem so ye nyuma sem e normal ye yanka se etimi e produce ewo mamu ye di fidi ye ho enema etimi ye ni ade no ewo form enti na da bia e kokra normal e di ba man mu no enti so pese o man etum pon a e say productivity no eno e na usom e ma ne kosoro eno ne be ma enuane a esie di e ma eniema e betimi di aye ntare ahye ye betimi aye noma bi a ye hia e wo yabrabom eno ne be ma nnwuma aba ma mabunu enya bi aye ene mabunu unemployment mabunu o motifie wo de call we mu a eye over 32% mabunu o mu ni adwuma so ho they say wo fa wo ha wo chem aduasa mienu a o motifie uyi mabunu wa habia emu be se aduasa mienu o motifie enti productivity no eno ena betimi amayen akoyanim so ho ebe ma yakoyanim as oman na se okasa okwa kosisi market na yen ton ne ma anadwo a ede ene ekoton se o produce ansan watimi akoton na unso mu ma yen produce ya menu ade na wokoton na anadwo no okay so ho na ti se ni a ebi a niema edi fifi China ne ade bay eno ana apese ye ton ne more because se o produce ansan no akoton
ko production nko so ha no mo a wontimi enton
so ho
ya import no so dose say ya na your exchange rate ne kwa ne kofom
no enti se obabe sisi 24-hour economy marketer. The first thing is you should have started with production.
Okay.
So yakuya formu ni mu dada so beton bro a odua bro odua wie ansa na akoton.
Okay.
Nemum on market dia na akoton
en sapan.
Yes. Enti se wo kwa akosisi we ya se productivity no e ho na wo sha ase free e no na do danko akufu ado sha ase o se 1D 1F.
Okay. One
district one factory se district bia no besom ama productivity no akosro se no kosro naturally e be move it to the markets, the commerce would improve.
Okay.
So And it should be the other way round. Also, what they call 24-hour economy. One job, what is it? 133.
Yeah, 133.
And
one job, 3 shifts, 3
one
people.
job, 3 shifts, three workers.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Also, no, now they are turning economy around. It looks like say no, say any day you to watch me baby.
133 no.
Na say you who the echo. So, and actually, omodi biba be come fair no 24-hour economy plus. Say plus ne accelerated export development.
Yeah.
And no o ma chiche say be agriculture, be one textiles, be one. And no up till now it's still on paper.
After 110 million cities in nature.
Practically say be happen na me them it's still on paper. And the original 24-hour economy is on paper. The plus that was added is on paper. I feel most say 24-hour markets. And a ye bubu normal. Say share TV could be bank be rural bank or a community bank. And ye bubugu. Ye bubu community bank big see about BC 24-hour.
Big structure.
Yes. Now, meaning say share o man mo. Ye nyina ti o man ti ni mo man mu. Busa who say a lot of these districts, Busa who say markets no, even during daylight hours, how busy are these markets? Let's be practical. Yenshe, baby, ye fifi near they say ko the whole district nimo. Sebia town be or pa market yes so busy even during daylight hours. It's not common.
Nene kura no oko baby ti sense say ya dwada ene ya wada.
And I may say hokra then some crowd they busy. Me see a lot of the places no unkono and it is a daylight hours ne kura no enye busy.
Yeah.
Enye busy at all. So and it say daylight hours ne kura enye busy. Now if you also ba 24 hours abusa ho say anajo no die no beton. Na die no bi be ba beton. So and it say abebubu a lot of structures, including banks, now they see these markets. Now said it's under the 24-hour economy programmer. I don't know it's about economic development.
Okay.
And to be able say assessment ben obi ye. I'll conclude you say semi bubu bank go nami BA market here the community will develop.
That's a way no shemwa. Woman should have found quite musa.
And I make I say assessment ben obi ye. District by district. Say structures they be normal bubu.
Yeah. But that your screen is so no.
Okay. And you busa ho a say structure we create bubu ye no. It's most likely say no cry no a generate income, probably is employing more people, probably had much more potential than some market now obabesina one shot a beggar dust. Because like I'm saying, daylight hours nekra, how vibrant has it ever been?
Never seen a trim
Aquanajo. So there's no problem. Say sika ho.
Okay.
Now buying say OCSC markets.
Okay.
Okay. Ebia or buy bimu or the toilet facility say kobimu or chinsua kobimu or yamanaye fenia. There's no problem with that. Say sika ho na say OCSC markets near there. Any problem. So, name maintaining into an economic development program. So, and you what about my constituency? Yes, it be a obesi marketer, my scout or noisy marketer, fine. But to term it as an economic development or a transformational program, as if these markets on their own are going to transform the economy, that one is completely misplaced. Because, I mean, market now is no. Like I'm saying, you haven't even produced. So what are you going to, I'm saying you haven't even produced. So what are you going to sell in the bigger space?
Yeah.
What are you going to sell? So and to describe it as an economic or a transformative program, I think that one is misplaced. And I think that is where the 24-hour secretariat is realizing that actually is going to bring an embarrassment.
Okay.
Yes. But because you see already no so let me kind 24-hour economy nankasa no e de animguase aba because e besi sabre no BBNC e da so paper so plus na e de be kan ho no and also da so paper so BBNC animguase kakra ho afei mo say these markets any asha si ebubu nkofo adan akese de ba be si market but do hwe model na animguase na beba.
Okay.
We say UCC markets. ODMI in 2 years or whatever. Onko these markets no. So economic transformation whatever no. Die ne besi yo ho. Onko no die tia na tie. Because waba kroba ko so no aba besi we ya. Ope so che say UCC market no. Na die ne besi san ho. Na ma kuafo na ye adwuma more. And I say, Oma no de bi ombe tobo de ani mokoni we no.
Oma tone more. Ti no tobo de ba ko a. Afi de see market ni to beto mienu. And obey then it is same commerce. And ebe wo ho. And in terms of economic transformation productivity no, unye bibia. So like I said, it should be the other way around. Okay.
And me hu say secretariat no mo hu say another way ya e de animguase ya ba. Tina se say no omo twe omo ho ntem na enso twe ho enye yie
o sambum
enye yie free say dem kan no enei no you see abefo nsem ni ntino de obeka bia ewo ho come back June 2025 okay. It's on record local government minister or see local government ministries no omo be di animu na Oma yesa 24-hour markets no.
Yeah.
Under the president's 24-hour economy program.
Okay.
So enti oma kandada it's on record. Enti there's no problem to say secretariats no. Omo be working with various ministries and agencies. But the program is owned by you. Ombe timi abua ama oma yese channels, you know. To wa roll it out to programs. But program no should be owned by you. Now say no program I didn't know ye branding as 24-hour. I they say no ye were 24-hour local government edition. I don't know. Yeah. 24-hour
local government edition.
Local government.
I don't know local government for say.
Yeah, I don't know your money. Just a show you know
and 24-hour economy market and so share secretariat na say
right now them say ministries no bia benya no edition enye under the secretariat you get what I mean and bit wait me who say omo hu ni say die bobo no nti omo opese omo wash omo nsa but the records are there even mo logos ni adi nyina kra bobo
yeah
so enti say bia program no mo hu say dia kodu no bia design no ya de no yen rethinking ya there you can scale back and go back and replan you know but say what tron ho free ho there say enye emma government no enye ma the people of Ghana
okay
and medical come in person obi be ka so ye see market wa ha and on support
yeah
medical ka say ye see market amount aban was can o see market amana so obesiesie market e wo ho dada enye problem
yeah
so baba ye toilet na dia attach market no for hygiene reasons near anyway or the ensure na eba market ni mu market bi o ho a ehia vehicular access near dey ni all those so be we na enye problem say ska ho no be ya why not
yeah
but to describe it as an economic transformative program
eno na ebe sisa Ghana
eba be sisa Ghana
ye Ghana ye fufuro kra
eno de ye mfanto nchei ti eno ne animguase a megidi se secretariat no msi we de ano ya ye de eno mpesa omo chuomo and so videos ne ho opa ko internet neko check it ni na ho local government minister of free so ogina ho kasa anyway ne ho and then no abefu nti utwon ho a enye yi
hey sebedwo honorable ye beda se na